I thought today I'd take you through my top 5 favorite features of the Zen Quadro, this powerhouse of an audio interface. At number 5, I've got inputs and outputs. Now, if you're coming from a standard kind of desktop interface, this could be revolutionary for you, because not only do we have the 4 XLR combos, and by the way, 2 of those are high Z, which are great for electric guitars and things like that. But we've also got expandability via the ADAT in, bringing us up to 12. Then we've got 2 channels via our SPDIF in. So that brings up to 14, if my math is correct. So that's a really great number of inputs for a desktop interface. Then on the output side of things, you've got your 2 monitor outputs, you've got your 2 line outputs, and your SPDIF outputs as well. But what I really want to point out are the 2 headphone jacks you've got on the front. Not only the fact that they're there and their quality, by the way, is fantastic, but the fact you're able to give them 2 independent mixers, completely different from, say, your monitor out. Number 4 is preamps and converters. Now, we've got 4 discrete preamps on this audio interface. What does that really mean? Well, it means that they haven't relied upon kind of off-the-shelf integrated circuits. They've been able to tweak these preamps to get both high gain and low noise. And I've got to say, of all of the audio interfaces I try, Antelope Audio's preamps are some of my favorite by far. And number 3, I've got the console. So this is the software where you will do things like set up your settings and set your levels, etc. And I like it because it's simple to use, but it's also deep in terms of its features. So I can just jump in there and easily set up my input levels, for example, and the types of inputs I'm using. And I can also go in and easily set up mixes for my monitor and each of my headphone outputs. And number 2, I've got onboard effects. Now, this comes with 37 of them, but you can add to that library later if you wish. And it includes things like mic pre's, compressors, EQs, and guitar amps and cabs. And they're very easy to use. They kind of behave like plugins on your console mixer. My number 1 feature has earned that spot partly because of its uniqueness, because this is a dual USB-C audio interface, making it kind of like 2 interfaces in one. So you could, for example, hook up one of those USB-C ports to your Mac or PC as usual, and you could hook up the other one to your iOS or Android device as well for something like, say, streaming, making this very useful for the modern musician. I think this is a very, very cool feature.